Welcome to Beneath the Five Kings. Our playthrough of the Sky King's Tomb Adventure Path by Paizo, 2nd edition!
You should grab your harness again real quick, just because we start the stream on the title page, so you were doing this and no one can see you, and then I switched over.
I am Crits. We are Crits and Cantrips. I'm here with Austin and Josh and Justin and Dylan and Sarah and Lorna. My name's Brendan. And we're gonna play Pathfinder 2nd edition! Oh!
Tucker is like, I will help. I would also like to ride the roller coaster.
Hey guys, I rigged my roller coaster and I'm on camera.
Screaming from the basement. I can't hear what's coming out of my camera because CRISPR is getting you, but I'm sure Sarah and I can just both hear.
Boys falling down cliffs in the basement, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully some of that made it through. But yeah,
Got
this
it.
is Crits and Cantrips. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd edition. Oh my gosh, and it's been a couple weeks. Let's see.
2 weeks since we played this game. The guy had a blue fedora.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true.
Chinese chicken.
Let's see. What about banter topics? Anybody got something off the top of their head?
Do you
Doesn't
like
involve roller coasters?
roller coaster? Oh,
Oh yeah, no, I got a good banter topic. You know,
it's the
it's
last
probably
one.
What is it?
overused. It's
Lay it on
the one gorilla versus 100 men thing. You know, it's real
Oh,
popular
no.
these days.
It is.
And I kind of want to hear how we all fall into it, and there might be
Oh
a
my
follow-up
God.
question.
Girls are like,
Um,
please God, no.
and,
Rob,
and-
please turn your camera off. I can't. You keep cutting in and out. Would you turn your camera off and repeat the question?
To update everyone, Lorna and Josh live in the country. I won't tell you what city. They have low bandwidth, so the camera is eating resources. So although we would love to see Josh tonight, we would also love for Lorna to hear us.
yeah, there
How
was a
about
time.
give it 5 years and maybe we'll have better internet and then we can work on that.
There you go.
If we build it, they will come.
There was a time where we sat next to each other and played with the same camera.
Yeah,
It was
but
cool.
We're having a grill party in my rabbit room. Anyways, what was the question?
The 100 gorillas versus one man, I think.
No, one man versus 100 gorilla. Oh,
Oh,
one
well,
gorilla
that's not
versus
as
100
fun.
men.
Yeah. No. We'll do it that way. And the answer is somehow the one man will win because of pollution.
He just has to run.
no.
Just outrun him.
100 men versus one gorillas. I think it's. Oh,
I
Go
feel
ahead,
like
Austin.
everyone makes fun of my takes on humans and their power to win fights. So I have
Yes.
2 answers to this question. I think if you took 100 random average guys off the street in real life, they would lose because they'd be too scared and would run away. If you take 100 men and magically bloodlust them, so all they want to do is fight and kill, and same for the gorilla, then the humans can win just out of sheer exhaustion and numbers.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think
kinda
that that
where
is
I'm
a
at.
similar take that I've seen like people in scientific fields talking about and saying as well. Like realistically, people are going to be scared. Honestly, so is the gorilla. Gorilla is also going to be scared with 100 things. So like the fight wouldn't happen if it was like you really did this in real life. But if somehow you like magically bloodlusted both sides where all they want to do is kill each other, then I think that the humans can win.
yeah.
I would like to
if this
cite
is.
Robert Irwin.
What was that?
I'd like to cite Robert Irwin. He chimed in on this topic.
Didn't he like make
Yeah,
it like,
okay.
why are we attacking the gorillas? It's so
Yeah,
sad.
he just like
Yeah.
everybody wants my perspective on this, and my perspective is why the fuck we fighting them? We should be saving them. And boom,
That's
mic
true.
drop.
Also
That's all I'm
real.
saying about it.
But that's not as much fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
It is
but
a
that's not
fun
an answer to the
hypothetical.
question,
hypothetical.
Sarah.
Please tell Robert
Mhm.
Irwin in an underwear ad. We know what fun is, okay?
That's fair.
You know, it's really early to start making like TikToks and YouTube shorts, but I do think that we should start clip farming more. And Sarah, that was perfect. We'll throw that on YouTube. Maybe we'll have a picture of Robert Irwin in his underwear. I don't know. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, Robert Irwin in his underwear.
Is it? Yeah. Never mind. I'm gonna
Oh my Lanta.
let that topic slide.
We'll just have to digitally tape over the nipple.
Nah. Read the
In
net.
his underwear?
If he's in his underwear, I imagine his
What
shirt
if-
is off.
Oh, okay.
I'm a sucker
We're
for
not just
advanced
lower
advanced
half-feed.
animals,
Yeah, no,
so-
yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck is his underwear made out of if it's got a nipple on it?
Never mind.
It's gorillas.
Does anyone else have any other? What's the?
I think I agree with you, Austin, for
Okay.
the most part, except for the fact that I think, like, 100 men just off the street, and even if you took like 100 men age 1 to 100, I still think they win the fight because
Oh, that's a fun.
I think that like 16 to 55 is at least contributing to that fight, and that's all you really need. You only
Yeah,
need
you
like
just use
40
the
people.
children and the old people as fodder. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
distraction.
Yeah.
Brendan, didn't you and Austin have a fight about like being able to fight old men or something like that?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to
We
remember
were like,
what the
actually, we were
fuck it was.
fighting, right? Like I hit Brendan with a right, and then he hit me on the kidney shot.
Yeah, you're
or
both
something
old,
like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah. We were both old.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, 100 men win easily. Anyone else? Question to answer?
I
I had
do.
a dream last night.
You
I
did.
robbed a bank with Jason Bateman.
I was gonna guess it. I knew you said it this morning, and you didn't give me a chance. I was gonna remember that. And then Jason Bateman told you to kill someone, and then after you killed them, he
It
was,
was like-
not there
it was
anymore.
really
He disappeared.
Yeah, he was really dumb. It was just like, he's like, come on, man, we got to do this. And this guy was like, you're not going to shoot me. And Jason was like, just shoot him, get it over with. And so I shot the guy, and then I literally turned around, and Jason Bateman was gone. And I looked out the window, and he's like, the car is already gone. Like, he's like already sped away in the getaway car. And so I'm
So
just
you
standing
had
there
a
holding the gun.
schizophrenic episode.
Yeah, I was standing there holding the gun, and I like shot somebody.
Brendan's
And I'm
just
just
living
like,
the plot
oh,
of Horrible Bosses.
Or Fight Club.
basically.
Or Fight Club.
Yeah. I can't talk about that.
Indubitably.
Wow, that's crazy, Brendan.
Yeah, so.
Last thing
You
before I
play
keep
now.
distracting,
Talk
I got the Lynx medallion from
Ooh.
Witcher. Came in the mail today. I ordered it after the trailer. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
All right, that's all I want to show off. All right.
Austin thinks he would be part of the Pussycat School of Witchery.
What's
I
new,
was
That's what that
Pussycat?
means.
Whoa!
What's new?
Lynx is-
Witchercat?
What's their
No.
acronym? PC.
What?
I'm just picturing like the school's like acronym, but like Pussycat School of Wizardry.
There's already the School of the Cat. They're assassins.
All right. Well, with that incredibly somber note,
Let's go fight 100 gorillas.
continue our game. That's right.
I think
We're gonna fight them!
I brought that up last night when I was getting attacked by
Oh my god,
trolls.
what is happening?
I got attacked by trolls in Oblivion. I was like, it's the
Mm.
100 gorillas. Well, the motherfuckers
I-
move.
I was being attacked by
Good.
mud crabs.
It's true. Sarah was,
Yes, that you were, Sarah.
she was getting her ankles pinched.
Just run away from that.
Alrighty. Well,
Cool.
yeah. So we had a pretty exciting session last time. Don't forget, everybody, that Jukebox is up. I assume Austin's got it going for
We're
us.
listening to Midnight
Somber
Library
opinion.
right now.
Ooh, very interesting.
It was the top of the
Um,
list. I panicked. It's pretty good though. Actually.
So we had a good session last time. You guys were talking to Interhoff. So I'm kind of getting bullied by some other red caps for not having his red cap any longer. You toyed with the idea of giving him his hat back, but he said that it really wouldn't matter in the end because he needed to christen it with new blood. And so he begged you basically to help him find the Cap Killer, the
Cap Killer.
Capula.
Like Cap
serial
Killer.
killer that's been preying on red caps across the town for months, it seems. And you did go to where he thought people had seen it before and found a creature, some type of otherworldly creature, called a Paraka Div, which are like
Skull
hail
Blackus
from an
them.
outer plane. And it was bleeding blue blood as you fought it. So now Interhoff has dipped his formerly or a hat that he hoped would be red into a pool of blue blood and
The
put it on
fedora.
his head while the blood was still fresh. So it's just kind of running down his face a little bit. And he's just like, "Oh, I'm starting to love it."
He also killed me.
And yeah, that's
Almost
true.
killed you.
Almost killed you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I went
Mostly
to
dead.
dying.
I guess.
I began
Yeah,
dying.
that's fair.
I guess I wasn't
That's
killed,
fair. I did forget about
but
that.
I was deaded.
Are you
I'm still
alive?
wounded 1, actually.
You're still at -1?
Wounded 1. I'm
Wounded
at
one,
54 out of 60 HP, so in 15 minutes I can drain my chalice again and be good and get rid of the wounded condition. But for right now, I still have it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
our
after...
secondary healer, did some work.
Well, our primary healer is a bear, so I don't know what we're supposed to do with that.
Yeah.
So funny.
It is.
So yeah, so I think there was some confusion exactly about what happened with Innerhoff. You did think that these kind of creatures can do tricks on your mind, can kind of convince you to attack each other, and I think it tried to do it during the battle, but didn't really succeed. So you don't know how truthful Innerhoff is being about trying to kill you guys in the midst of that fight. I think we ended with Sarah trying to pull off some mean perception checks as a bear.
If we aren't
I'm a bear.
sure, is there... I think I was the only one that actually rolled the check, and I guess I don't know if I succeeded or failed necessarily, because I learned that in one of my esoteric lore checks. So if we're saying that we're not entirely sure, what would be a good check for other people to roll to see if they maybe conclude that same knowledge? If maybe I'm standing there with Angoric after he's done healing, he's like, "Hey, have you ever seen one of those things before? I feel like I remember reading that they can control minds, but damn it if I'm not entirely sure. Kokaru, do you know anything about them either?" Just asking because they're standing next to me. So
Yeah. So I mean, obviously they're extra planar creatures. So I think
Ooh, I have lore planar rifts. If that would help.
that's cool.
that
Like
could
the
be
Oblivion.
useful.
Sounds
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, that's more specific, but I think normally if you're talking about anything extra planar,
Oh yeah, occultism,
you're
right?
looking at like religion or occultism probably.
So Josh, you might be able to with some religion stuff, and maybe even Elnat.
I will make a losing my religion roll to see if I can figure that out.
So if you roll 20, it's just gone, right?
19.
Whew. That was close.
Religion is a +9. I got a 23.
Yeah, just not.
Okay.
I'm like maybe whispering to everyone. I'm just not entirely sure if they can actually control minds. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah,
you saw it,
sounds
but
bad.
Interhoff did wound me pretty hard back there. Just want to make sure that we can trust the guy, more or less.
It's in their nature, though, to kill and our bloodlust.
I agree, but he doesn't go around killing everyone in the city, so hopefully he can resist the urge somewhat.
I'm just saying he might be susceptible to such.
Oh, for
charm,
sure.
Having already steered in that
As
direction.
long as the charm exists, that's all I care about. It wasn't entirely his own choice.
So I'll say that everybody is trying to kind of pose, to think about this creature, kind of consult maybe some information that you have not brought to the forefront of your brains in a while. And so I'll repeat some of the stuff we kind of heard last time, which is like normally, or like the idea behind these divs is that there were once genies that were bound to serve these mortal empires, but over the eons, they have basically broken those contracts, and then when they rebelled against those humans and eventually became twisted, they're twisted immortal creatures that serve this demigod known as Ahriman. Yeah, they are. Well, I don't know if that's right or not.
I liked it.
That's the way I pronounce it. But and so they are definitely very manipulative, and they prey on anyone that they can take advantage of. So you don't, it's a weird thing. I think Walkroon would know because he can kind of sense a weakness that these creatures have.
Mhm.
This one hated the color red for some
Yeah,
reason.
he talked about that.
right?
He said that, and we knew that. So
Right.
Yeah.
So it's
Could that be
you
like
you know he
like
was,
they're genies and twisted? Could it have been like someone made a, I don't know how the mythology works in this universe, like someone made a wish to him in regards to something like about destroying things that were red, and like over time that like rule or like that direction
Warped.
has become twisted and warped?
Yeah.
Like that's like a
Yeah, something like
possibility
that.
here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
But you
Interesting.
do know like between all of you that's like they are talented in deception, and then in many cases have the ability to magically charm someone to do something
Okay.
against their own will. But you also know someone got 27. Was that Dylan?
Yes.
Okay.
Occultism.
You know that one of the bad things about these extraplanar creatures is that occasionally they carry diseases with them.
Oh
From-
shit!
Ah.
Orpheus has a disease right now, right?
Yeah.
So these creatures have this creature, like now that you like examine its body a little more closely, it's got these black buboes that are like appear like
Boo boos?
buboes, pustules that are like
Oh,
they're like
okay.
like swelled on different parts of its body.
It's sick, and not like ill, but like sick.
Damn,
That
guys,
Pareko
15
was
minutes in.
ill.
Are we still in initiative then? If Orpheus is sick and needs to be like making. Okay. This one looks like it may have been sick. It's not, I mean, I guess Karu saw that, not me. But maybe I noticed it. And like, could I roll? I don't. Austin knows that Orpheus is sick because I think you mentioned it last time. Something about
I
it.
think I asked for your chalice.
Right. I was gonna ask and see, is there something that I roll esoteric lore and like check out, like to know more about like this particular sickness? Maybe not like ways to cure it because I'm rolling esoteric lore and not medicine necessarily. But I mean, esoteric lore should give me information about the disease, maybe not the stage or anything like that. And I would be
Yeah,
rolling
I
it
mean, I
as
think-
at a -2 because it's not.
I'm trained in medicine. I'm sure Angoric probably also is, so we could potentially
Yeah.
roll.
And I also am too, so like I think I would have the just
Oh,
my
okay.
esoteric lore is like a. I have a +9 medicine, but I could roll esoteric lore at a +11 to learn more about a disease,
Yeah.
as opposed to a +13.
So I think I don't think Orpheus is the only one that got hit by this thing, but a lot of you guys made fortitude saves, and you think you got better results, right? We
Okay.
do think that maybe there was a fortitude save that Orpheus didn't succeed, but nothing's happened yet. There's really no sign of disease at this time,
Sure, so we wouldn't know.
so there isn't a lot to look up. I mean, you could
We could
like
look
I
at the
said, if
creature
someone
though,
was-
right? And like,
If somebody was skilled in medicine, you might be able to examine the creature to see if you could determine what it was sick with. But that would probably be a medicine check.
okay.
Yeah,
I
I'll
argue
make-
a medicine check to help identify the thing, and then maybe once we know it, I could esoteric lore to see if I can learn more about the disease. Like I'm not identifying the disease; I'd be like checking my general logs about it. But okay, I guess I can roll medicine too. I have a +9 medicine,
Yeah, I got an 18 medicine.
an 18 in medicine, or an 18 on your medicine roll.
18 on my medicine roll.
Okay, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not the medic in this one.
I rolled a
got
3. So.
a 27 in my medicine
Nice.
All right,
Oh,
all right.
because I might be the medic in this one.
I was gonna say maybe our
Probably.
primary healer could roll medicine and
mean,
see what she
It's
gets.
either
Yeah,
between you
yeah.
or the bear.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Are you
could
still a
the-
bear?
the
Have you become
primary
an unbear?
healer-
I'm definitely a bear, but I can be an unbear.
It might be smart. You live your life.
I feel like it's safe enough to be unbear.
It is.
If
Not
you can bear
unbearable.
it.
Is if you also, because your change form is a focus spell, you can always rest for 10 minutes and get that spell back. So
Yeah, I'm gonna become Huang again,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll for medicine. Ooh, that's a natural 22, bitch. Ooh, yeah.
Primary healer, baby.
natural 22.
Yeah.
What
you
dice
guys
are you rolling?
Those new dice are awesome.
Natural 20 plus 11, so 31.
Ah, okay. Well,
Primary
that is
healer.
better than what Angoric got. So clearly, in this arms race of healing, you're the better healer. But I'm going to say that Huang has another reason for being able to identify what this was.
Huang's sick.
Wong's
It's a
village
zoonosis.
at one point was stricken with disease, so you are familiar with
Oh.
a number of
Mhm.
things that can
Mhm.
definitely hurt someone, and
Mhm.
you recognize immediately the signs of the Black Plague.
Yeah.
Bubonic plague exists in
Yeah.
Pathfinder 2e.
Mhm.
Good.
Wow.
Does in Witcher 2.
Look at that.
It's insane. Okay.
And you know how highly contagious it is.
Yeah. We've already got it. Is that what you're saying?
What do you say when you make this discovery? Does Angoric make it too? Does he roll high enough that he comes to the same conclusion?
I think maybe Angoric's getting there. You know, he's
Yeah, okay.
figuring it out. It's just a 27.
Just slightly high, just like slightly quicker. Black plague.
Yeah.
Black plague. Ah.
I knew that too. I'm the primary healer.
It's okay. Yeah, my one
Are there
purpose
any-
in this campaign.
Can I roll esoteric lore on the Black Plague?
It's okay. Sure. What do you want to learn about?
I would like to learn.
Why's it gotta be black?
Excuse me. Can I roll on the
Technically, it's called
bubonic plague?
I said Black Plague. It is technically the bubonic plague.
Um,
Bubos.
I would like to learn, like how this spreads, like what causes this to spread, and if there are any known cures or like preventatives. That is going to be a 22 esoteric lore.
Okay.
So if anything's ever come up.
So you recognize the lore, and you're familiar with, maybe you even know that certain regions in like far off Tian Sha were
Where
like
Wong's from.
afflicted with the bubonic plague at some point.
Mhm.
But you know that the illness can sweep through entire communities, and when it does, there are very few that are able to be unaffected by it. So the first indication is the swelling, kind of those bubos that you see, like those pustules that grow, and then in some cases the disease will move into your lungs or your blood, and then once it's there, it's much more difficult to to get rid of. But basically, medicine at this time, like, you're relying a lot on magic. You know that diseases can usually, in most cases, be removed by like a remove disease spell, if you have access to that level of magic. But otherwise, it's sometimes the onset period is as short as 1 day, and then someone can start feeling ill. Who do we lose?
I'm full screen. I can't see.
Justin?
We lost
Not you.
Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
Yeah,
that's a little bit
but
ago.
he.
Okay. What's your questions?
Since I and my family were impacted by it, do I have some degree of immunity to it? Since I've been exposed to it historically.
Maybe.
I don't find that answer helpful.
Nope.
Question 2. So theoretically, if we were to roll like fortitude saves, we could not or heal from it or be okay from it. Is what
It's
you're
like
saying?
we
So,
would roll
yeah.
like when the stage progresses, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so usually you roll fortitude when you're exposed.
Which you
and
all
then-
are right now. Is
Maybe.
that what you're- yeah.
It's like The Walking
Right.
Dead. We're
all
all
infected.
infected.
Yeah, big
No.
twist.
You would roll when it's exposed, and usually, and so like in medieval times, right? For us, it was the fleas on rats. So like, unless you're getting actively bitten or scratched by something with it, you don't think that it's going to suddenly spread to you. But like, there is some risk being close to those people who are affected by it. But yeah, so you roll fortitude saves when you're exposed, and then you will roll again at each stage of exposure, basically just to see if the stage of your disease goes up or goes down. It is possible to get over it on your own, but while you're diseased, symptoms will persist.
Question 3. Bao looks very far away. Can I just tell him to run so he's not exposed?
You can tell him. You can have a whole dramatic scene with him, like,
Yeah.
"Go away, go home, Bao."
Can
And then he's just like,
I pull out a plague mask and show it to him, and he just understands and just scurries away.
Silverforge is a robot immune to disease? Constructs immune to disease? Question mark.
okay,
I would
possibly.
assume so.
Karu is a
Very,
puppet.
very-
Does he get any sort of crazy shit?
Prob-
Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm a poppet.
Excuse me.
Don't get twisted. I'm a puppet.
Puppet,
Darwin.
Yeah, don't
just
get it
immune to
twisted.
disease feels really strong, but like maybe.
Maybe.
And Goric, he's an
No,
orc.
you- No, definitely immune. Definitely,
Immune to disease.
definitely immune. Definitely immune.
Actually, orcs really just get the. Never mind. I can't.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say they got a bunch of blankets from the dwarves earlier on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're right. That was fucked up.
Yes, constructs are immune to diseased.
I don't think players are. I think that could have been a feat that I had available, but I don't believe I took it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I assume this process has taken some minutes, right? Like we've
Sure.
been sitting here investigating things. I would like to have taken maybe 15. Like we can count this as a rest when we're like doing stuff like this, right?
Sure. Yep.
Like so
I have-
Yeah, if
long
you need
you
to-
can get your
If
you
you
can
need to take a
focus
10-minute
up.
rest here, yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
Okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
heal
I
myself.
I get a +1 for being a construct.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
And I'm not wounded anymore. I drained my chalice one more again. Okay, I don't really know next steps here. I guess if we feel comfortable enough, I guess the first question is, Angoric, do you have remove diseased or access to that at all?
Oh.
'Cause, like,
I'll
if we
wake up
can-
tomorrow morning and decide to prepare it, probably.
Yeah. Well, I think we could probably maybe survive a day. I guess I don't know. Because if like you have
Well,
it,
I
that's
said the
great. If
onset
not, we
wouldn't
ask
be for a
Innerhoff
day.
if there's like a healing, like a doctor's quarters in the place, and maybe, I guess, is it safe to bring people with the Black Plague into the fucking city? Is that morally not okay? Do you guys hang out with the bats out here? Like, what's?
Can we
Can we-
ask the primary healer? Because I've got a free
Mhm.
feat for natural medicine. I think that could be helpful.
You are the prime healer.
I don't know.
Natural medicine just lets you use your nature check in place of medicine skill, right?
I think so.
That sounds
It
right.
says you can use nature set of medicine, treat wounds if you're in the wilderness. Yeah, I guess it's treat wounds. So
Yeah.
would this not count then, theoretically?
No, treat wounds
Yeah,
is for
so,
like healing you up.
Yeah.
There might be an action for treat disease also. Yeah.
Oh, is there? That's cool.
Yeah, and that just gives the creature that's afflicted a bonus on its next saving throw against that disease.
Okay.
So you
But
could
we
you
would
could spend
do
the
that
time like
when
that's like,
we know
that's like
there's
a
gonna be a
whole
throw.
day's worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that would be like if you wanted to set up camp right now and just start like triaging people and
What if
That was somebody that
we?
starts showing symptoms, what I mean.
Yeah. What if we? Do we have anything on us where we can make a makeshift mask? So morally, we feel okay going back into the city, get to our rooms, and then kick everyone out of the
mean-
bar and set up a triage station for the Black Plague inside the city.
I don't know
Or-
if they would let us into the bar. I don't.
Oh, no,
think
we're
they
not
would
telling.
take too kindly.
Well, here's my
I'm
plan
telling
Z.
anyone.
My assumption is rats are asymptomatic carriers. So I turn to a rat and then I just go into the bar and nobody knows that I'm there.
Oh, interesting. You get the bubonic plague and then turn into a rat. It's kind of fucked
to
up.
avoid
Yeah,
spreading it.
Yeah, yeah. They
So,
don't know.
slight update from my side. Yes, I can remove disease.
Nice.
How
when
many
we
times
wake
can
up
you do it?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, like if you were to prepare
Two
it?
times.
Okay.
2 times.
Is there some sort of identified check, Brendan, to identify if someone has it pre-symptom emergence or like next
Also
fortitude
what's one of
save?
those Last of Us scanners.
Like, is there not any way for us to know who else has it until they see
Not that I know of.
symptoms, like the rabies?
It-
Okay.
But what it sounds like is that we might be able to wake up tomorrow, maybe with symptoms, maybe some more symptoms.
Yeah, but
But
we can only heal
Angoric's
2 of us per day
two-
is the problem.
Yeah, but that's Orpheus and then +1. So that sounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's going on? Everyone's just been staring off into space for the last 10 minutes.
Hi, Interhoff,
If
are
we-
you feeling Black
I got my
Plaguey
hat.
at all? Are you
Oh,
feeling
no.
all right? Or did the blue
We
blood
have-
on your fedora heal you up?
Yeah, we got hand washing stations all throughout the place.
Hey, but you see you take a look at it, and I
That's-
point at the pustules on the thing. You didn't let that get on you, did you? Just like
Oh,
got
no.
black goop on his hat.
Yeah, it's a different, it's a totally different creature than me. I don't think that's gonna affect me. No.
Oh, y'all haven't come up with germ theory yet. I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, best of luck to
vaccines
you.
cause-
All right.
Elnat, make sure that he is at least 6 feet away from
I don't-
Interhoff at
I don't know if
all
you-
moment.
I pulled my character back just a
I'm
little
an
bit.
anti-vaxxer. I don't believe in it.
Sure.
Oh,
Hey, that adds
oh,
up
well
actually
then-
fairly well.
Then, bye.
I think you should make yourself more sick.
Oh god, here we go.
You get stronger. Strengthens your body's natural immune system. I eat superfoods like ginger.
All right.
fail.
Is our primary goal here not worry about anything
sure.
else till everyone is healthy? Is that what we want to
Yeah.
start with?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
And I think what we do is we just quarantine Orpheus off to the side till tomorrow morning, and then if anyone else gets sick, we deal with it.
Okay.
But yeah,
I don't think
we
I
should
can
be
get
able to.
sick if I turn to a rat.
There's another way we could deal with it.
Hi, Interhoff. Give
What's
me that
that?
fucking scythe.
You can't take my scythe.
I believe all of us together can actually.
I have full autonomy over this scythe. It's
I-
mine.
Hey, Elna, will you help me get the scythe from the thing? I
The
seriously
thing?
want
What do
to.
you mean the thing?
From
What do you mean the thing?
I'm pointing to Interhoff. I forgot what he is. He's not a red cap. He's got a blue cap on.
Forgot
I
what
feel
he
like
is.
blue cap is rude now, but I don't want to
I'm
call
an
him red cap. I seriously want to take this guy's scythe away.
You can call me a vermilion.
I think he stabbed me in the
cerulean-
stomach,
you,
and it is completely valid for me to want to take this away from him.
yeah, I feel that.
Hi,
Um,
Interrupt, just
cerulean
while we're
flora
moving
gives me
here.
Strength.
Just while we're walking back here, when we get back to the city, I'll give it back to you. But you did stab me in the stomach and almost kill me. So if you wouldn't mind me holding on to that sickle/scythe there, I would really appreciate it. Not that we don't trust you,
tell
we
you
just don't want another one of these cap killers to show up and you to stab one of us again with your weak mind.
If you give me something even more dangerous, I will trade you.
I don't really think that this is a negotiation.
How about your gun?
All right, I give him the gun, and I don't give him any
Oh my
bullets.
god.
just the gun.
Just the gun.
I have a thunder stick. I am Interhoff.
Does he-
Hear me roar.
Does he take it?
Yeah, he takes it.
Okay, cool. And I take his
He
sickle.
says, "You forgot to load it."
No, I didn't.
You,
No, I didn't.
you didn't say anything about the loaded gun. You
No,
just
no.
said the gun.
Foolish dwarves always carry loaded guns on their back. I
this
know how
dwarf.
this works. He can't figure out the safety on it. He keeps clicking. Click, click, click. He just-
He's carrying it
he's
really
trying-
poorly,
he's
like
he's
terrible
right.
gun safety. Yeah.
He
pointing
looks
the
down the
people
Looking
barrel.
straight down the barrel.
Yeah. An elegant weapon from a more civilized age.
I agreed.
Uncivilized.
All right, well, let's head. Are we heading back in and just like quarantine Orpheus back into place, or are we like making camp outside the city?
Sure.
Hey,
I
Interrupt,
would-
we're actually not talking to you right now.
Oh,
I think maybe get closer to town so that if
Like,
we...
maybe camp outside on the other side of that bridge where we got attacked by the
Yeah,
guys at first.
Yeah, that way we're not in town, but like
Mhm.
we're close by if
Yeah.
if we
Okay.
need additional help.
near the traitor with no name. Who cares if he gets the plague?
No. The other side of the bridge.
Oh. Where the mosquito guys are.
Right,
I
you.
mean-
Where?
You,
Oh,
where you literally
you
were.
got me there.
We're
Can we do
camping
that?
outside of town near the bridge
I think so.
where foot traffic will go by us constantly.
I think that's better than in the city with someone with the Black Plague, though.
And
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean,
try
they'll be going by us, but not
We
like
can just off to the side.
right next to us.
We
yeah.
can make a sign or something that
Um,
says
Share our fire.
12 feet.
Check
Yeah,
out this can
let
of
us blow on
beans.
your face.
Hail and
With
well met.
with Interhoff with us saying shit like that. You
Yeah.
know, this seems doomed for failure.
It does, but we can just punch him. He's tiny.
Ha!
He's a Tuscan Raider.
Boom! I figured it out.
I made a bullet.
He said,
I bet
I've been
you
up
put
all
rocks
night.
in there.
I've been attempting my crafting skill non-stop. Eventually, I had to roll a natural 20.
Just power leveling crafting all night. Made 75 leather daggers, and now I can make
I was gonna
bullets.
say, check out these 10,000 iron daggers I made.
Jesus.
All right.
I
Can
don't
we
know
do
what
that?
is.
Is that okay? Is everyone else okay with that?
Are you asking me?
I'm mostly
No,
asking
we're
Brendan, not Enterhouse,
Wait.
actually.
Oh, okay.
Interhoff, we are very
Wait,
rarely
hold on.
talking to you.
I've never talked to you.
All right.
You
Yeah,
live
no, if
with
you want
them.
to camp outside town, that's great.
Okay. Is everyone else okay with that, though?
Yeah, that's
Karu,
fine.
Yeah.
Morpheus, on that. Okay.
True.
All right. Cool. Let's do it.
What could go wrong?
All right.
I mean, a lot of
So
things.
you're all
but-
gonna roll out those bedrolls that you had to sleep on when you were hiking through the caves
We're
down
good
here. You're
with
gonna
it now,
all
yeah.
remember that you just paid for a night at the inn, like everybody.
We stayed there last
everybody
night.
spent-
Yeah. Then we got the plague. And
Yeah. Then we
Yeah,
got the
well,
plague, and
like-
we're responsible citizens.
So
Yes.
I see. All
We
right.
don't want to bring the
we
plague
we
into
are
a city.
survivors. We are survivors
Of
of the
COVID.
2020 coronavirus.
Yeah. We know better. We were on the right
Yeah,
side of that.
The 4725 bubonic plague outbreak in the Darklands. Okay. Yeah, I think you guys take time to make camp. You can rest for 8 hours, and spellcasters will receive their spells back. Do you guys take turns doing watch? How does that work?
Yeah, I definitely think we should take turns doing watch. I think that would just be silly
Yeah.
and reckless if we didn't.
I agree, but I think we let Orpheus sleep because we know that he's sick.
Yeah, Orpheus.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
Orpheus
you.
can skip a shift.
Mm-hmm.
When do we need to begin? I guess we're just doing treat disease. Never mind. We don't need to do the thing where we work all day to get a buff.
Is someone taking the time to treat disease here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Josh
take
will the
time to
next
treat
morning.
disease.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no. We want to do treat disease, and we want to cure the disease when I get a chance to.
But
All right.
treating the disease means you have to stay awake all night too, right?
Treating disease is a downtime activity that takes 8 hours. But like,
You wouldn't be able to
You
sleep
guys
and
can-
also do that,
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
mean,
right? I mean, if we can, that's great, but I don't see how.
it just depends on. I don't know what time of day it is. You know, like I don't know how
Yeah.
much daylight.
If
you
there's
guys
8
have
hours
left,
till
kind of thing.
night, then yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. And then basically, it's just the requirement is that somebody has the medicine skill and has a healer's toolkit with them.
But we can only do
So-
that on people that
Well-
we know have the disease, right?
Correct. I mean, you could do it on everybody, but it could be wasted effort. You know.
Could
Yeah.
you do it on yourself?
I don't think so.
Because we only know that Orpheus has it, and if Orpheus is going to get magically cured in the morning,
Mhm.
then we should
You don't
just.
have to do it if you don't want to.
I was just saying
That's
we
fine.
could treat disease on each other just to get that buff in case any symptoms do come up.
Yeah.
Like I'm trained in medicine. Who else is trained in medicine? How many trained in medicine individuals do we have?
I am.
Me.
That's everyone but Orpheus.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I'm trained in medicine.
Oh, then
Trained
there
in
you go.
medicine.
Okay, so
It's a good
Wow.
thing we
Everyone.
went on the spring break trick with 5 doctors.
exactly. Okay, so let's. Brendan, do you have a DC to know if we've succeeded on this?
Do I have it?
Like
It's
this.
against the diseases DC.
So you know what that is. I was just saying I don't know how we want to, if we really want to sit here and try to min max this, or we could just say like based on the Discord order, like Angoric treats me, I treat Justin, Justin treats Huang, and Dylan treats Orpheus,
Oh
think
yeah.
we-
and
We're all
Lorna,
treating each other. Oh,
and then
Oh.
Lorna tries to treat
oh yeah.
Josh.
I love this treatment.
We want to. Is that okay with everyone, or we want to talk about it
Me
more?
harder, Lorny.
Works for me.
Why don't
Okay.
we just roll, see how many successes you get, and then you can distribute them.
Okay,
That's fair.
I like that too.
I got a
good.
natural 20 with a 29 total.
Nice.
Seems pretty good.
We're doing medicine rolls right
Medicine.
now?
Yep.
Yep.
22.
I got a 29 total.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
I got sorry, I'm blind. 18.
Okay.
22.
Okay. All right. I think that's everybody.
And some of us
Alright.
didn't get hit, and so we have no threat of having the disease.
Well, we
Correct.
can
So, yeah,
count
some-
Orpheus, right?
So I'm gonna say our 16 and our 18 there were both fails. Everything else was a success.
Cool.
So out of what, 6 of you guys, it's like 4 successes or something.
So that's perfect. Karu doesn't
Yeah,
need it, and Orpheus is getting healed in the morning, so everyone else will have a bonus. Right?
What you want to do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds
Right?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we have to roll it, if we get sick.
Alright.
Cool.
So I'm gonna say that you wake up, sleeping on this bed rolls, you're a little sore. Everybody gets up and does their normal morning routine.
Do we hear any
Orpheus
bats
just
through the night?
I mean, sure. Bats and rats and automobiles.
We hear cars?
You guys are parked right by a big freeway, so
I-70 goes right by, actually.
yeah, exactly. It's the weirdest thing actually to be near a highway, but anyways.
Sure.
Like camping.
Oh,
Okay, but so Orpheus wakes up and just feels like crap. You just feel exhausted. And you're a man, so like you have to tell everybody else about it. Like you have to
Oh
know.
no.
It's the worst
He's got
thing
the
that's ever
man
happened
cold.
to anyone. What does that sound like?
Oh my god.
Oh,
What
okay.
in the
Oh,
world?
that's great.
You got some help there from somebody. But yeah, Orpheus does not feel well. Orpheus is very, very tired. In fact, you have the fatigued condition. So basically, it's just like every action takes a lot more energy than normal. But I would need a fortitude save from Orpheus at this point.
Okay. Not great. 13.
Obviously, that's not very good. But luckily, the disease does take time to
Orpheus dies.
progress through each of those stages.
Oh no.
So, but you know that if nothing else happens and this keeps like today continues this way, and tomorrow you will be quite ill.
But Ingort can
Okay.
heal now, right?
I wake up in the morning. I prepare with my trusty, spell book desk thing, cure disease, and I cast cure disease on Orpheus.
Okay, and there's
Ta-da.
not anything
There's
that we're
no
missing
checks
here?
or anything. Yeah.
Okay. It says you attempt to counteract one disease afflicting a target. What does that mean?
We don't know.
Like-
You're
it's
the DM.
Okay. It's called I think it's called Cleanse Affliction now, actually.
Mm. Well, I do that.
I might have a check now, though.
It's two actions to cure. It's only a level 2 spell. Choose an
Oh.
affliction on the target, such as a curse, disease, or poison. If it is advanced past stage 1, reduce the stage by 1. Okay, the only thing I don't know is that
Oh, there's also
Interesting. It's not going to cure it.
there's a level 3 spell that's
Heightened.
literally just like remove disease remove disease too.
Can you
Right.
heighten
Well, that's
Cleanse
what-
Affliction? Because if you can heighten it, it just says attempt to counteract the affliction if it's a disease or poison. And counteract is its own thing.
Well, the only reason I said that was removed Z's is legacy content, so the remastered version is Cleanse Affliction. So that's what the spell does now. It reduces the stage pass 1. The only thing I don't know is I don't know what stage to treat it at. Because like she just failed a check for it progressing, but it says it takes like a whole day to progress. I'm gonna say it's enough. Like you did as quickly as possible. Like you prepared the spell, and maybe if you hadn't been able to prepare it, or if you had been out adventuring somewhere, it would have gotten worse. But I'm gonna say in this case, it's enough. You expend the spell, and so I'm gonna say like there's like pock marks on Orpheus's skin are starting to kind of appear, and they just as quickly disappear as you work your magic. Everybody else feels fine.
Angoric is going to turn to Orpheus and say, "Who's the primary healer now?"
And then shove him off the
Roll
cliff.
his eyes and say, "Yes, Daddy."
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I see. So
That means. Ooh.
Nope. Go ahead. You already did it once.
Stop!
Clip farm, Brendan. I said we have to clip farm
Someone
more.
help me! I was gonna say that we've got an altar boy thing going on, but
Nope. Now you said it. There it is. Altar boy
that's
thing.
the worst. All right. I was gonna have you guys make perception checks and stuff. How about everybody tells me what their perception bonuses are?
11.
9.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Fatigue.
Yes, that's why he asked.
You should be not fatigued anymore, I imagine.
Okay, my perception bonus is 10.
13 for me.
Okay.
You remembered all those,
12.
Brendan?
Yep.
Okay. What was mine?
Trying to figure out.
9.
Nope, it was 11. Get
46.
baited.
What'd you say?
Yeah, actually, that's what it is. I took a feat. It's whatever.
Oh my
The feat is
gosh.
called make up one number per session.
Really?
I
Yeah.
like that.
You
feat.
do have some bottle caps. Don't forget.
It's
Or
true.
hero points, I think, as they're called here.
I got 2. I have 2.
Highest number I heard, I think, was a plus 13. Okay.
Nope. We lost Thorny.
We'll
She's
slow
back.
that time. Welcome back. We're doing really good tonight. Just really killing it on the audio visual issues.
I fuck with this
okay.
Midnight Library, so this is my new jam.
I'm gonna say that. Let's see. Somebody had a plus 13 on perception. Who was that?
Goric.
That was me.
Goric. I'm gonna say
Our secondary hero.
Goric is watching in the middle of the night when Interhoff attempts to sneak out of camp.
Oh shit.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Okay, we're rewinding time
just-
here.
He leaves the musket behind. He like tucks it into Walkroon's like sleeping arms, and then tries to weasel out his scythe, and then sneak out of camp.
Is he successful?
I'm
I
just
don't wake
watching
up.
this entire thing take down.
Yeah, you're seeing this happen.
I cough
Now watch.
to let him know I see him.
And he looks at you, and he holds one finger up to his lips.
Sick bastard.
Then I say, Interhoff, what are you doing?
Everyone, wake up! Rewind time.
I got what I wanted. Now, let me go home, and I'll get you what you want.
And that is.
Information. I'm trying to talk at a low volume. Speak in a
Okay,
deeper register.
But why do you need the gun?
I don't need the gun.
Or, I mean-
I want my scythe back.
Why do you need the scythe?
Because I'm a redcap.
It's fucking
I
mine.
feel naked without it. If I didn't have my hat, I'd feel powerless.
I got some bad news
Well-
for you, buddy.
You want to leave me naked and powerless?
Absolutely.
I'm not saying I want to do that, but the guy that you're stealing from, he's the type of guy to want to do that.
Chew upon your bubble gum.
Hmm
He's that type of guy that chew all of your bubble gum.
What are we gonna do here? You gonna tell everyone else?
That you left?
I don't think you're gonna
But
tell
you-
me everyone. I don't think you're gonna tell everyone. He's
That
like
you
just
left,
trying to
but-
disappear into the darkness.
Okay. See you, Innerhoff. That's how Angoric will leave it.
No, I remember seeing him in the morning though from the earlier scene.
He sneaks up. So yeah, everyone wakes up. Orpheus feels badly, and Goric heals Orpheus, and then someone in the group realizes there's no Redcap.
I have my gun back. Hey, I have my gun back. Interhoff. Interhoff. Ah, fuck, he's left us. Did anyone see him?
Tracks.
Yeah.
Who was on watch last night? It was all of us. He didn't leave on my shift.
He was
Ah,
here
what's-
during my shift. Must have been after.
Primary healer, Juan, was he there on your shift?
Wong and Angoric were the only two after my shift.
Oh shit! What a narrowing it down.
Just pointing fingers right away. Maybe it doesn't matter. He
Oh,
shouts
there he is.
Interhoff! Interhoff, he's back! It's dang blue cap.
I'm sure we'll find him in town. We know where he lives after all.
That's true.
hmm He said
Well-
something about helping us.
What do you mean he said something? Did you see him leave? Was it you?
Oh yeah, totally saw him leave. He said, and I quote,
Right?
"Screw that guy. I want my scythe back."
Alright, I'll kill him.
And then he took the scythe back, and he
Sure.
left.
That's all he said. You just mentioned him saying he was going to help us. You
Oh
sure-
yeah,
you
he
seem
also
to be
said
making up a
something
lot
about
of
Dark
stories.
Lord and the end of the world.
A Dark Lord?
Um,
Who do you
Oh,
dream
no.
walking with your girlfriend again? During your shift?
no,
You
No.
sick fuck.
he what?
You
He said
pervert.
something about helping us find information that we were seeking.
Alright, well,
And
I
then we
guess...
got like 2 hours to live or something like that. I don't know.
Jesus. He said a lot to you. Well, I
Yeah.
guess
He's very
uh,
talkative.
only thing we can do is hope that he finds us again later.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you all, but I wouldn't mind some breakfast. Figured we could go back to the bar and maybe roleplay a bunch more with the guy from the it's part of the
The one with the worm for the mustache.
yeah, the water mustache boy. Hell, he ate that, so it's
Ah,
not there
Hacky Stack.
anymore.
I believe.
Yeah,
I
heck,
would,
Tacky whack.
yeah,
I would
Yakazak.
I would like to speak to him.
Sure.
I would not, but
I
suppose if
See,
we're
I think
going
I
I mean,
kill him
I can't
personally.
say that I would enjoy it. But
think that
I
we also
really
need to go to the
talk
market.
him.
Get to the breakfast, get to the market, find Elnet's dad, find information, find the guy, the satyr that sold the guy's name, find more about the cult. Cult is the word I was looking for earlier.
Save the
Save the
cheerleader,
world.
Save the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
indubitably.
Irregardless.
While you're talking, someone trips over a bundle of stuff that's been left on the ground, like kind of neatly tied. It looks like it's a bunch of red hats bundled together and like tied and knotted into a small package.
Interesting. Is that the one that was blue?
No,
That
it's a bunch
pile?
of
I kick it off the
red-
edge of
red
the cliff.
hats.
Just
I
in my
check
way.
for traps.
Check it for names. See if
Hey, is this
they're
Yeah, that's
all
fair.
individually.
Can we
Yeah,
roll
does it have
perception on
any
it?
sorta-
Does it look like the hats that we left behind from the pile of dead bodies? The
I
cat
mean,
killer?
similarly, yeah, it's a bunch of old
cap killer.
discarded hats. Discarded hats.
Pretty not good. 17 on the old perception.
Yeah, no, I just told you it was.
Okay, I thought you said I could roll on it to see if we recognize
No,
it
it's,
as that.
yeah, it looks like just a bunch of discarded hats that have all been bundled together. And inside are 4 potions and a little
Four?
pile of 4 potions, and a pile of 50 gold coins.
Which one of us finds
Nice.
this? Just kidding.
I'm
Well,
closest to the ground.
suppose it only seems logical to split this up. 5 ways.
Of course.
5 of us.
Oh, and a string of holy prayer beads.
Ah, someone left their beads. Hopefully there's a festival coming up soon. Wait, is there 6 of us?
Someone did
Two-
leave
There's
their
six.
beat.
Yeah, there's 6 of us.
Well, fucking shit. Sure, there's not an
It's quite the
easily,
campaign.
easily divisible number.
I'll tell you what, there's 48 gold coins.
Ah, fuck you, went the wrong way. We got less. I shouldn't open my fucking mouth. All right, 8 more gold, everyone. Add it to your sheet.
8 more gold.
Oops! Don't forget you to hit set afterwards. That's how you do it. Do we need to do something to identify these potions? They're not labeled.
They're not labeled. They don't have instructions or nutrition facts on the back.
I don't know how the world works. I don't know how they do it in the Darklands. Maybe they're more civilized in that
Fair.
way.
They look like, I mean, they're. No, I don't know how else to describe them. There's 2. Basically, there's 2 different kinds. There's 4 potions total.
One green one,
There's
one
2
purple
of each.
one. Got it.
And there, yeah.
Don't really have much that I think would help identify it. Nature, esoteric lore.
Arcana?
Yes to all of those.
Arcana would
Give it
be
a little finger dab. Trained in Arcana. Can't roll over a 10 though. 15 on Arcana.
16 Arcana.
Ooh.
You guys can put your heads together. It looks like you have 2 lesser elixirs of life and 2 moderate eagle eye elixirs.
Alright.
Okay, let's see what those do.
The elixir of life is just a healing potion essentially,
Oh, okay.
but it also gives you a saving throw bonus to poisons and diseases.
Nice.
What did you say that was again, Brendan, real quick?
A lesser elixir of life.
I thought you said 2.
I love that.
Yeah, there's 2
Okay.
of them. And there's a moderate eagle eye elixir.
And there's 2 of those.
There's 2 of those. And the eagle eye elixir is a bonus to your perception checks.
Oh yeah.
I will not grab either. I feel like one of our healers, either primary or secondary, should probably
We're
grab
all
on
healers now.
to the elixirs of life. That
Yeah, we
seems
all are
thematically-
trained in medicine, so we're all healers.
Sure.
You have the
I have a magical gauntlet, so I'm gonna
Right.
gauntlet chalice.
Mending that I can do on myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that for now, but someone else can grab those. And then as far as the eagle eye ones go, I mean, I would take one of those, I suppose. It seems kind of cool with having a rifle, but also if someone else sees that as being more valuable, then that's fine too.
Yeah, I have a pretty high check already. I'd like one.
And mine's plus 11. Who's got the lowest perception check?
I've got a 9.
11.
10.
Okay, so the Orfmeister and Elnat take a eagle eye potion?
elixir.
Elixir? Excuse me. What's the difference? Just the name? I didn't know if
Yeah.
there was like a old-timey.
Semantically?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, could somebody message in the group exactly what this is to make it easier for me to find it to put it in my little inventory?
Yep.
But does this look like it was like left in the path for us to find? Or did we just like stumble upon someone's stash and now we're just stealing all the shit from it?
It looks like it was left behind for you.
Okay. So this could be our not good friend Innerhoff, potentially. Leaving us some stuff. Effervescence is a common use. The difference was in how they're brewed. Oh, thanks, Nicholas.
Yeah, I think it also says somewhere that it's like elixirs typically have longer lasting effects, and potions are usually like
Okay.
potions
One
will
done.
instantly heal you, whereas an elixir might make you stronger for a while
Okay.
Gotcha.
or something like that. But anyways, yeah. So you get some stuff from battling this div, and now you've headed back into town. What's first stop?
I mean, I sarcastically said we should go back to the inn, but I do know that like our plan was to leave the inn and go to the market square area, wherever we were told we would find. It was a satyr, right? That like stole that
Yeah,
one.
Garfinolo was the satyr's name
And then
that stole.
also we thought we could find information on your dad there, and we were going to try to see if we
Potentially,
could
yeah.
find any information on the cult there too, because we
Mhm,
learned
mhm.
something from the leprechaun that was supposed to point us towards the market square area, I believe. The song did end, right? I just started over. No one did, or did someone delete it? Okay, I just realized that Brendan might have been in there and deleted the song, and I just added it back
No.
immediately.
I did not change anything.
Okay. I don't remember. I remember we need to go to this for the satyr and the cult people. I don't remember. I feel like we had more information about what we were looking for from Fergus was his name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Fergus's niece had a run-in with the cult. So maybe we were supposed to find her. I think that was it. And she hangs out in the market square. Is that right, Brendan? Do you recall? I honestly don't remember. That's what our note has. Fergus's
Yeah.
niece had.
You guys weaseled that out of the barkeep, I think, but I don't think you've ever actually talked to Fergus about it.
We did talk
Okay.
to Fergus, but I don't think he gave us that.
Yeah, I don't think he gave you that amount
Okay.
of information.
But we
kind of decided to leave Fergus alone for one reason or another.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
You're
So
like,
I mean, at the
"Leave
very least, we know
Fergus
we can go there for
alone."
2 reasons, and maybe run into a third reason. So that makes sense to me. But if anyone else has any ideas and/or suggestions, I'm down for it. I feel like we have 3 quests going right now, and all 3 quest markers are in the same area. That's what.
Right.
That's what it feels like.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean that works for me. Yeah, Elnat's kind of chomping at the bit since he has learned that there's going to be some information about his father somewhere. So he's just kind of ready to get going in one direction or another.
I keep walking through these portals here.
I know. I'm
Music
trying to
keeps changing.
something.
Whoa.
Trying to get
Whoa.
sketchy city market vibes. City of Thieves seems like a
Sure.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if
don't
you
know if that's.
want to look around for a while,
We could stop by
can
that
just
person
see-
again on the way in and have her point us where we need to go. The no-named individual as we come
no-name
back
person.
The no-named individual tell us where to go. Yeah, I think that can only go well.
in. Mm-hmm. It's got a Finola again.
Was that a mouse with no name? What do you want me to do?
What's it do you?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't know. I think you guys you spoke with him, right? And
Fergus?
he told you kind of, no, the mouse,
Oh, the mouse.
the
Correct.
the guy with no name. He told you that he had traded it for an item, right? And you guys got the item from him.
It's not ringing
Who
a
has
bell,
that?
but it's been a long time since that happened at this
Yeah.
point. So
In a minute, since you guys talked to him.
we are given a side quest where a shopkeeper's name has been stolen by a satyr named Granola Bar, Garfinola, or something similar.
Uh-huh.
That's our note.
Okay. Yeah, he
Granola
gave
bars
you
or no?
a brass flute.
Okay.
That was what that's what he had bargained for when he lost his identity, basically.
Gotcha.
Satyr with
So
a
you have
flute.
that,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think you asked around inside the bar, and you got the name Garfinolo. So you're really not even sure.
Well, no,
I think he told us
the
that it was
shopkeep.
Garfinolo.
Yeah, the shopkeep gave us the name Garfinolo, but in the bar, we were told that like where to find
Garfinolo was
Garfinolo.
in the market area.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but we had the name. It was
Yeah, the
just
name,
that's whenever
yep.
we're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's where we need to go to find him. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
Okay.
I'm cool with going to the shop area because that sounds like that's going to be the next best place to start gathering some information.
Yeah, so I think an open marketplace here probably has a little bit of a sinister vibe to it, right? Like I think the shopkeepers are going to be very pushy. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Come over here. Like step under our shelter. And like
yeah, but before we get to the market, Raxnar will, or sorry, Raxnar. Wow,
it's been a minute.
Elnat he'll be like, hey, remember, not giving people our names. That's
No cold iron.
That's how dude got into that mess, and yeah, don't hide any cold iron that we may have, and trying to
Don't look
keep
him in
us
the
out of some
eye.
trouble.
Don't touch anyone. Don't say cheeseburger.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think yeah, like they're gonna be really pushy about stuff too, and like try to like put stuff into your hands, and, like make you grab it or like toss it to you and see if you'll catch it, like that kind of thing. Like like they're gonna be very aggressive about it. But amongst all these different curio shops and odds and ends and like potion, like there's like alchemical stands and things like that. There is a very fat satyr who is lounging in a chair, and he's got a sign.
Fat shame in this campaign.
No, he's clearly well fed, I'll say, and he's kind of like picking his teeth with a bone, and he's got a sign up next to him that says Kadij's excellent wares.
Khajiit's excellent wares?
Exactly.
Kadij's wares.
Kadij's excellent.
You're giving me vibes of the guy that you guys fought in the Witcher game.
Yeah.
That sat in the
big
chair.
guy in the
But I
basement.
can't remember what he is, but I'm gonna find it and post it. Oh, shit, we got a map.
We put you kind of on a generic map to
Sure.
To interact with these guys. I'll give you an image of what he looks like.
No, nice.
Oh, there he is. God,
I don't know what you're talking about. He has the body of a god.
Dionysus, but
Yeah, I was about to say he's kind of got a Dionysus thing going on. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Oh,
satyrs.
God, boy.
Oh,
They're satyrs.
Um,
Alright. I'll let you guys run the show.
Oberhazel, that was his name.
Mm-hmm.
I think Elnat will go ahead and he'll walk up and he'll greet Garfinolo and hello there. We've been sent to discuss with you a name that you have acquired from a merchant. I kind of describe where he's at, just on the other side of the bridge. The merchant would like his name back.
He takes a long sip from his goblet, and as he's doing it, he just kind of he's like drinking very greedily, and it just kind of like wine pours out of both sides of his face and like down his beard and like down his chest. And then he stops, and he's like, "I don't know nothing about that. We don't deal in names here.
I
He says we
don't
deal in
necess-
fine wares." Look at these extraordinary goods. You're
Ah,
not gonna
you-
find nothing better.
You do have quite the selection here. Can you tell me a little bit about what you
Uh,
got? What makes this place unique? Trying to build a little bit
I
of a
would
rapport
like-
with him.
I would like to do a crafting check to see how good the wares actually are.
Okay.
I fucks with that.
I'm not necessarily going to say anything for him or to him, but I want to get an idea. Do you want that secret check, or you want me to go ahead and roll?
Yeah. What's your bonus?
Plus 10.
All right, I'll even give you the GCP die. Okay. All right. So I think you're gonna pick up some things. Some, maybe there's some there's like fine cutlery and glasses and things there, and they're kind of cut with they're studded with gemstones, and you pick them up, and you're used to seeing nice gemstones, and you kind of turn it in the light, and it seems authentic, maybe exceedingly overpriced based on what's the offerings that kind of look there, but everything
Okay.
seems real enough.
Okay.
He's not lying, but he is selling things for way too much.
Yeah, he's ripping people off for sure, but he's also got customers. There's people vying to buy some of this stuff. There's and he's accepting money. He's got multiple people there helping him, little gremlins that are just open up a bag, and somebody will take something and pour gold into it, and then it seems like he's raking it in despite doing very little.
Can I roll an esoteric lore check on satyrs? Is this a normal thing that they do? Is there, we learned a little bit about leprechauns and kind of how they work in general. I don't really know if I know a whole lot about satyrs necessarily, though. Maybe they're oh yeah, they love silver or something. There we go. That's a good check. That is going to be a 31 esoteric lore check.
Now you
Nice.
I think you've met a satyr somewhere before, but you would know that to a satyr, life is a party. They're notorious for indulgent hedonism. They find beauty in song, drink, and indulgent meals and all the carnal pleasures of life. They have usually natural charm, or enchanting songs, to encourage all manner of people to follow their desires and free themselves from society's rules. So
This is the vibe.
I guess the most unusual thing here, he's certainly indulging himself, right? He's clearly raking in cash, and he's using it to buy servants, and he's using it to buy expensive meal and drink. He's currently he's definitely living it up. But it's also, the only thing that might be weird is that why would he want to own a shop? Why would he want to deal with the headache of managing this and rather than just running off back into the wood, where he came from after he's had his fill, kind of thing.
So if I learned this, and I kind of maybe lean over to the group, this is fairly typical satyr behavior. The one thing I can't put my finger on, though, in particular, is why he owns this shop. It seems like more work than it's probably worth. And at that note, I feel like I would like to kind of look around the shop and see if I see anyone else that maybe looks like they're working a lot, is someone else running the books. Maybe he's just the face and the talk person, the spokesperson of the shop, but maybe there's someone else behind the scenes that's working it more, if that makes sense.
The brains.
Yeah, the brains of the operation. And maybe just from standing wherever we're standing, I wouldn't be able to tell. But I think that's where Walkroon's mind goes, and at least wants to kind of look around and see what he sees.
Well, the trader that we talked to said that he gave up his good reputation. And so I think with his name, he also got the business that trader had, and the reputation, and the kind of charm and allure of the people for his goods in particular.
Sure.
Reputation.
Sure. Okay. Well, that could be the case. Can I roll a perception to see what I see, though?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just kind of looking around the shop, trying to look for... That was not as good. That is only an 18 on the perception.
I would say, kind of to repeat what I said before, he does have other fae, lesser fae, helping him here.
Yeah.
And maybe like that's taking enough of the monotony out of it, or maybe he's not in this for the long haul, but he's certainly like raking in as much cash as he can right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got other people working for him, but maybe not one of them looks like they're doing significantly more than any of the others. So then, like the assumption would
No, it
be
seems
short
like he's making the
term
final
haul.
decisions on any sales. It's just they're all collecting the gold and like bringing it back to him, and he's
Yeah,
like,
they're doing
then
the
he'll
easy.
usher them off to run errands, to go
Okay.
get more things or whatever.
Okay. Okay, so I just feel like it's a little meta, but my mind is of two places right now. We continue to talk with them, try to.
Possible?
No, I guess not. I have two ideas.
Oh, okay.
We try to. We can bring up the flute. We can pull out the flute, and I assume
Oh,
that's
shit.
going to cause some sort of a stir or something. We can also try to persuade him to give us more information. We saw him drinking and having a good time with that. I could try to persuade him to try my chalice. I could hold it up because I have to be the one to administer it and like see if he's into that, like some sort of magical liquid. I could hype it up as some, it'll make you live forever. When they first invented chalices, something along those lines, and see if that could help with some persuasion. But I don't know what was everyone else kind of feeling here.
Yeah, I don't think we want to bring out the flute yet, but
I
do.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
But I do think keep that kind of in our pocket, and then I was gonna bring up the name of his wares, just because we know his name is Garfinolo, so why is his shop a different name?
True.
That's what
Yeah.
I was gonna be bringing up.
Yeah, bring that up.
Yeah. Just gathering information and then you trying to use that
Mhm.
to try to figure out a position to get him to talk more. Certainly.
Yep.
Viable, I
I'm
think.
good with that.
Just in case we do have to be rolling checks here, who's got the best diplomacy? What a 14.
Plus 10.
Yeah, you're our diplomatic person.
Yeah.
You are.
That is, I don't remember, that is with my item bonus from the diplomat's badge. But I think if I just am talking to someone for long enough, it just, I can activate it. So I'm gonna activate it for satyrs for this day.
We could learn if he's not actually a satyr.
That's
True.
true. I think with a 31, I probably would have recognized if he was actually a satyr or not on my roll. He seems to be a satyr, yes, Brendan? Okay. All right. I couldn't help but notice that well, actually, tell me a little bit about the name of the shop here. Is Khadij your name? Or where does that originate from? If you don't mind my asking.
Yes, I thought your name was.
Well, did he introduce himself as Garfinola?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to. That's why I was trying to word that in a way that's like, that's not your name. See what he gives us here.
That's not my name. That's not my name.
Swears has operated in the city for many, many years. She said it has a certain reputation about it. People know it for high quality goods.
Certainly. Well, is your name Khadij? Is that where it comes from? Have you owned the shop for that long?
No, it is a name that has been passed down to me. I am called Garfinolo.
Certainly. All right. Well, the way you laughed when you said that, I can't help but imagine that you stole the name Khadij from the guy that we're trying to help outside the city. All right. Well, let's...
Oh.
Way to be subtle, Austin. Jesus Christ. What? How did you go? Oh my god.
I didn't say that out loud in character. That was just Austin making it.
Oh, you
joke.
okay.
No, that was me clip farming. That was me clip farming. No, I would go.
God.
He goes boom, pulls out a shotgun.
I dive.
Fucking annoying.
All right. Well, that's an excellent name, Garfinola. Hey, that's a good name as well. So, how long have you been the owner of this here shop? Or worked in it?
It's really not. I'm not an owner per se, as
You're renting.
a benefactor.
Okay.
The ship benefits me, or the shop benefits me, while I deign for to do so.
Certainly, that's one way to put it, I suppose.
You could say you bring along a certain reputation.
Ah, no, I'd say the shop builds its own
Jesus
reputation.
fuck, did that monkey just talk? Didn't even move.
Speaking of curiosities, what would it take to acquire you, young thing? And he started to
3
he's
gold.
starting to
He's yours.
lean forward in his chair.
2 silver pieces, actually.
Young
Since
Sweet thing.
I sense an inherent mystery about the subject. And he looks to Wakroon, and he says, "Where did you acquire this?
Hey, he's no
crystal?"
object. This is our friend. He may be a puppet, but he's no thing. He's a person. Look at
Hold
him.
now, Walkeroon. Hold now. The culture down here, the slave trade is quite active. This is known.
Sure, that doesn't make it right.
I could be traded just as equally as you,
There
my
are-
friend.
There are 5 women there that say it is known.
Oh my
is not.
god.
That's just your bubble, man. You need
That's
to
it.
get out.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wild
you need
world.
your bubble.
Well, I suppose that's probably true here. So my friend, when we first came in, mentioned you acquiring a name. You said that wasn't something that you were a part of, that you had ever done before. Is that correct?
I said, "With his shop does not deal in names; it deals in fine goods."
Sure. The shop
Antiquities.
doesn't, but what about Garfanola?
Finolo deals in anything that's worth the price.
Certainly. Well, if anything is worth the price, how much,
Not anything is worth the price, but some things are worth.
well,
much
certainly.
The nature of business, really.
Capitalism at its finest, I suppose.
More.
I
Buy
will
low, sell high.
buy the dip, as they say.
He says, "Are you
Stonks
interested
never
in
go down."
my stock market?" And he pulls out some onions.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
But
Wow.
Animal
So
Crossing joke.
We learned that he, it was like a name for the flute, right? I feel-
Yeah, so they
feel like we're at that point. I don't feel like persuading him
Yeah.
to give us more information with my shout. I think
Yeah,
that doesn't feel like a valid idea. The idea feels like
Yeah.
we're gonna have to buy this name back or do something for him, but that this flute's probably gonna be the next step in this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's any other Garfanolas around here, but I believe that you're the individual that we're looking for. And this individual without a name, I mentioned that there was a trade that was made for one particular flute. Is that something you would be interested in reacquiring? A trade back, if you will.
Well, he said, "It's usually not good business to buy back the items that I sell to my customers.
Sure,
You
but
would have
it's
to
not
offer
always.
something else in return."
Aye, well, what are you in need of? Besides just gold, I'm certain you're a man that has many quest markers on your map, should I say. I don't really know another way to put it. You know what a quest
Strange turn
marker
of
is, right?
phrase.
In a map?
I don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about.
Well, the quest is like an
No.
adventure, and a map is
Oh, no, don't explain. Stop talking.
a little triangle
Mm,
on the map.
he says, "You strike me as a group who has seen many unique and
A group? It's just me and this
interesting things."
doll and this other dwarf. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so people standing behind you aren't with you? Okay, that's fine.
No. I didn't say that. I just assumed that they were
Just
staying
whistling in the background.
secretive and acting like they were shopgoers in case they need to
They're
spring into
still-
action.
They're still in the inn. I understand.
No,
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
exactly.
Anyways, well, he says, if you've seen, I'm always interested in unique items or eclectic curiosities. You have anything like that?
I have this flint and
Monster
steel. Have you ever
Nope.
seen that before? Nope, that won't do. All right,
He
let me
says,
look
"Kick
through
him
my
out of
bag
my
here.
shop."
I have a bar of soap for your stinky ass.
Okay. All right. So that was someone's really clip for him.
3
I
rations.
was gonna say, okay, and now we roll initiative.
Yeah.
I've got
When I get out of this chair, I'll fucking.
I've got bracers of missile deflection. I don't really recall what the fuck that is though.
Oh, I remember when we got those.
Are you not wearing those?
Those sound awesome.
Yeah. It's like a level 5 magic item I just have in my backpack.
Yeah, I got it
Oh,
for
maybe I'm
character
wearing them.
creation.
It doesn't say I am. Why the fuck? Anyway, I guess I'll look into that later. I've got this anti-venom potion. That's pretty impressive. Or a serene mutagen lesser.
Look around.
Oh, I also have this flute.
It's the same flute. We were just
No,
talking.
it's different.
Yeah, we
This
were.
one's better.
Skin flute.
Oh, I don't
Roll
understand. I just put my mouth right here.
Uh-oh.
Deception.
Jesus Christ. What?
All right, let's list off all
I'm
the.
out.
Sorry, are we rolling?
don't-
Well, I mean, I can roll. I mean, I haven't been trying to lie or deceive this guy, so I mean, I could roll diplomacy to see how well this conversation's been going. I suppose.
Based on this,
I think it's been going pretty well. Yeah, the dice would say otherwise. I mean, it's still good. It's a 19 on deception, or not deception. Excuse me, diplomacy.
I mean, he hasn't chased you out yet, at least. For that.
What kind of is there anything in particular that you like collecting? Weapons, armor, artifacts? What kind of things do you like looking for? Or
I have very
collecting?
little use for weapons or armor. Unique magical items, perhaps, or anything from a far-off land that may be worth something for the right price.
Where's Pal? That was an animal
Yes,
trade
I would
joke.
take
Yeah.
Giant pangolin.
one animated puppet or one giant pangolin.
Or we have a
Yeah,
we have a
Justin
machine
was
velociraptor.
thinking Justin was thinking having Silverforge hang back a little bit. He's not wanting to
You have a celestial construct, one
could
of
do
a kind
the-
that's never been seen before on this plane.
The whole thing from Game of Thrones, where she gives him the dragon and then has the dragon kill him and then gets it back.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure,
Okay,
you can
you
take
guys can trade
Silverforge.
me. I'm on the table. I understand this
Oh, shit,
trade.
he's on the table.
Hi,
Get off, shoo.
are you actually wanting to? Let's talk
Yeah,
about
like,
this
is
as a
that some-
genuine plan. Like, are we
I
kidding
mean,
here?
if
You gonna mind thrust him later, or what's going on here?
Yeah, I'll just be on his bedside table just later in the night. Just forbidding thoughting him all night long. until he
Forbidden
gets
thought
ready.
him from sleep.
Yep, every time he moves.
Taking so much damage, I don't know why. Oh!
Ow. 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 I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The coolest thing I have is my flintlock pistol.
I mean,
could
I
offer
could
that up.
definitely. I can't like put on the bracers. Like it's not like an item I can wear. It's an invested magical item, so I think I'm just supposed to remember that I have it.
I have religious symbol. I have the healer's gloves, but I don't want to get rid of those.
Yeah, I mean I have cool things. I just don't want to.
Let me if this is
Got
something
this
that I would need
fist.
to roll for, let me know. But if I were to say that Silverforge could stay with him, and then Silverforge just leaves on his own will, would that like break the contract that with them? If that's, like I said, if that's something I need to roll for, let me know.
Yeah,
But I'm trying to think of a.
I think that would be kind of tricky because there is some magic at play here, right? Like he magically has this name, so I don't know what the consequences would be if you went back on that promise.
That's
And
fair.
you know, you could argue it wasn't you going back on the promise, but it's definitely not following. You no intent to follow through with that, right? That it's Silverforged to stay there indefinitely, so might be tough.
I have an idea.
You also don't have to make a deal with this guy.
I can show him how my chalice works and give it to him. And then I simply have to... Maybe not. That works mechanically, but story-wise, it'd kind of be insane, I guess. I can acquire a new object that's a chalice and just basically turn it into my magical chalice. But we've established a lot of lore about this chalice being super dope, so it seems kind of insane to give it away. Yeah, same with my necklace.
I could swear to be his. I could swear to be his like squire or like his like oddity until his last breath, and then we just come in at night and assassinate him.
Or you just kill him.
Oh yeah, I could do it, but like it would be better to have backup.
As far as like gameplay goes, more fun. I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Story wise, yeah, Karu could probably just make him bleed out of his eyes or whatever.
Yeah, you could just snap his neck. It would be easy.
What do we think about trying to talk to any of the like his paid for help in this shop? Like, is there anyone else here that we could like talk to maybe like
slave woman?
Yeah, like one of the 5 women earlier that all spoke at the same time to talk about. Like we could talk to someone else and see if they have any ideas.
If you talk to them, they just nod at you and say, "It is known in common." It is known.
Gnome? Like a gnome?
It is known. Yes, it is known.
What are they saying?
There...
gnome. Just gnome.
I'll ask Garfinolo is if we don't have an item that you wish to that we can add in with this, is there any task that we can fulfill for you? Any debts that are needing fulfilled, or anything that we can include with this flute?
I'm a shrewd businessman. I do not leave debts unpaid nor uncollected. He says, I have everything I want here. Why would I ever want to leave? Or why would I ever want for anything else?
Everyone wants something. There's always something that a person wants.
We could go back to the first shopkeep and just tell him what's going on. Okay, dude won't give your name back without some cool object or something. You got anything for us?
That's fair.
Like it's kind of like a boring solution, I feel like, but also like maybe a logical one too.
It could give us a lead too.
Yeah.
Or we could find a cool object in some of our later adventures. Yeah.
That's true.
I've got something. I've got something stupid, but fun.
I'm into it.
You have all of these things. They are so lovely. It would be a shame if it all were to disappear. It would be nice to perhaps have some assurances. Insurance on these fine wares would be quite nice.
Make him pay insurance fees?
This sounds like the beginning of a scheme.
I think it sounds like the beginning of a revolution, if you ask me.
It's a chaotic world. Anything could happen. Could be a storm.
Yeah, we could threaten him now.
Someone could have the bubonic plague. You never know.
Have you ever heard of that? Yeah, we really fucked up. our order of
Oh, get off me.
operations. We could have had
Nope.
Orpheus just come spit on this guy.
Just sit in his shop and just cough on everything.
What now, bitch?
We could stop at any time. This doesn't have to be happening.
Well, okay, so you're kind of threatening him now, kind of throwing a little bit out there. What kind of check you making?
I'm gonna check what would that be. That's definitely not.
Feels intimidating to me.
It's a little intimidating.
Or performance. If it's better. I would aid in the intimidation, but I am untrained at a +4. A lot more diplomatic
Yeah.
and scary with this guy.
I'm untrained in both, so
Okay. Yeah, that's just that's an 11.
Says you can't scare me out of a good deal. He leans back. Oh, I know I'll keep raking in cash as long as I sit here and let the good name of Kadij work for me.
I feel like he's mentioned a couple times now staying in the shop and sitting here. Like maybe something about the contract means if he leaves this shop, the name is given up. Like maybe there's something there. Like we need to get him out.
that could be.
We could do like an arson thing. Like we could light the shop on fire. But then old no name, Kadij outside, or we got your name back. We also burned down your shop, but we got it. Gave us whatever you were gonna give us.
Yeah, I was about to say we could just ruin his reputation, and then it would be worthless. But then it would be, no one.
Yeah, that's kind of defeats the purpose. I don't know. I'm
Mhm.
kind of partial. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only real idea I have right now is now going back to the shopkeep and telling him what's going on to see if he's got any ideas. Which is really just another way for Brendan to give us a hint. Speaking from a meta perspective. And maybe there's not a hint. Does anyone else have any ideas of what we should be doing here? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I'm thinking go back to the shopkeep and
It
see if
feels
he can...
like, yeah.
Yeah, I already got to play mobster, so I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
It feels like to me we just haven't progressed far enough in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing this quest.
Yeah. What do the girls think?
I'm good with whatever the group want. I don't have strong opinions.
Sure.
You have strong ideas. I think you do.
I am a strong, independent woman, but I don't have a strong opinion. Or what is it Abby says? That's interesting, but I'm not interested. That's how I feel about it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have necessarily anything different to add there either.
Yeah, before going all just murder hobo and starting to just like attack this man until he gives us what he wants.
Right.
I don't know.
I do think if you just started attacking him or wrecking the shop, obviously guards at some point would notice and
Right.
probably put a stop.
Then
to
we
that.
would just kill them all.
We'd
but
have a whole new level of problem.
I'm knocking over a table and setting up the rifle.
It's not to say that you couldn't make him uncomfortable enough, with working here that
right.
you might have to come at that from a different angle. But
Mm-hmm.
I will say, this is not the only thing that you guys have to do right now. So you can also just do something else and then come back to this at a different point.
Yeah, maybe all right. Well, Garfanola, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. We'll be back. I'll be most certain of that.
Through the entirety of this whole conversation, it's very much like the feast scene in Gondor when Denethor is just stuffing his face and he's just like, he's just like eating like whole tomatoes and like they're running down his face and he's like gulping wine and things, like he's just like really disgusting.
Okay.
Good to know. Thank you for painting that picture for us.
Feels like a hint, by the way. Maybe we have some way to. We'll think about it. I think we still go do something else, but we need to figure out some way to get him outside, which might involve cutting off his food and wine supply somehow. Like that could be a line of thinking to
Carve 'em
keep
out.
keep in
That's-
keep in the back of our minds.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
More sugar.
Because that felt like Brendan didn't have to tell us that, but he did. That's like a thing we noticed. Like,
Right.
maybe he's just fat, and we just need to make sure he can't eat, and then he'll leave.
Or maybe
Yeah.
his favorite son just died, and now he's all left with his runt one.
That could be
There's a
too.
rot one.
You were supposed to be my boy.
Oh boy. Okay. So other thing we're doing here, two things. Looking for more information on the
First things first on the realist.
First things first on the. All right, Iggy.
Mhm.
We're looking for more information on the cult of the cave worm, which they're looking for pretty and strong people, and we're looking for Fergus's niece potentially, and also maybe we need to go to some sort of a crafting armory type place to maybe get more information on Elnat's father. So
Was it a crafting arm? No, I thought it was a Tic Tac that we had to go talk to about Elnat's father, right?
did we learn something more
Well-
specific than that? I don't recall. That was just me saying.
Well, we were gonna go to this area to see if he had come to talk to anyone, because he was coming here on business, but then as we were rushing out the door, we learned that Zibzeb had
Nope, Zibzeb was the
had,
evil
it's the Ticky Tacky dude. Yeah.
Yakazak.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Yakazak. There we go.
Zibzeb was
that
the evil mimic.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Similar
yeah,
names.
Was
that
Zibzeb
that
truly
Yakazak
evil?
had seen him previously, so that's
So we're just
that's what we had
looking
learned
to
on
see if
that.
other people have seen him too. So, do we know
Potentially.
if he was on business for like what your family does? Like, was he down here as like a steel worker, like an armorer and a
He
craftsman?
He said a potential business partner. That was what his note said.
Okay. I just don't. Do we know what your dad was in the business of, or like what at least he said he was in the
I
business
mean,
of?
Our family does a lot of forging.
Okay, so that makes
for-
sense. Okay.
So
Okay. So I guess let's see if we can't find some sort of a forge workshop, and on the way there, keep an eye out for any culty looking people, and like I don't know who's the most handsome and tall of it. Probably Orpheus. Maybe we strut Orpheus a little bit more to see if any cult people come up and like maybe you unbutton the top of your shirt or something and flex your shadow
I-
muscles. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Brendan just
I would
added
guess
a terrible-
Angoric is probably.
Austin, stop hitting on my wife.
Now I'm hitting on Orpheus.
Angoric is probably the tallest.
That's
but-
true, but Orc. A little bit of an
I
underbite.
said it'd be a bad thing down here.
Maybe that's true.
If
I don't know.
you're, it
Look how
depends on the
easy it is to
girl.
be
If
racist.
you're me, then
Let's
height
continue.
just counts for an awful lot. If you're
It's
other
true.
girls, maybe height doesn't
Just-
count.
I don't know
for as
about
much.
Faye though. Well, both of you can unbutton your shirts a little bit. Both of your characters.
Well,
Okay.
you know, yeah. Let's give them options.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll,
Do you want
Angoric
a
and
shadow
Orpheus will both-
Muad'Dib or a green orc?
Maybe we do a whole glam up episode where all of the male characters get
Strut.
makeovers.
I think all the characters. Let's not
All
discriminate.
the characters, yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
screw you, Huang.
Yeah. Huang already looks fantastic.
All right. I'm gonna say while you guys are sitting there having this conversation,
No,
about
we're
what to do
standing.
next. You see,
That's a horrible thing.
there's like so like this market. I did finally find what I had referred to previously. So it's called the Ethereal Market, and it's a
Okay.
bazaar that goes all the way down to the bottom of one of the stalactites that's there. So you guys are like probably halfway up one of these things. And so there is like a ledge, right, that doesn't have any railings on it, that like leads off into the rest of the cavern. And you notice like this kind of like big robed figure just bump a red cap off the ledge, and they fall screaming to their death.
Oh.
Red though, not a
And
blue
then they-
fedora.
There's like no, not
Okay.
a blue fedora, just a red cap. And then the figure laughs and turns around, and that's the face that you guys see.
Oh,
It's
that's-
shaggy creature with these super long ears and 3 eyes.
Cute.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That I don't like that.
Yeah, no shit.
You wanna say anything to this creature? It's a small-sized creature, so it's a little bit shorter
No.
than you
Before I
all.
say anything, I'd like to see if I recognize what this creature is. I'm just gonna, and we're not in combat, but I'm gonna do like an exploit weakness or exploit vulnerability. Excuse me, just to. I've got my necklace in my hand, so I can do that. Ooh, it's only an 18.
Only an 18.
It's a standard DC for its level, so it acts
Sure.
it acts like a normal check as far as lore goes, but then can either learn a real piece of info and a fake piece of info.
That's a success.
Okay, cool.
So,
It's greatest weakness,
what
etc.
were you asking me? You're asking me for weakness?
Yeah, so it would be, I did exploit vulnerability, so I would learn its highest weakness if it has one.
Okay.
And
The creature is
what it is.
something called a nuglub.
Okay, cool.
A nuglub, which is a type of gremlin still. So it's similar to the mitflit that you guys encountered. Just a slightly different genre there, but slightly different creature.
Okay. Weak to cold
but
iron.
it is vulnerable to cold iron.
Okay.
Greatest
All
weakness.
right.
Okay.
Not that we have any of that.
Okay.
Just pull out cold iron weapons in the market.
And is there?
Elnat would like to react. He's
Yeah, it's busy,
he
right?
wants
There's
to,
a lot of
but-
people.
Yep. Nobody really bats an eye.
Since it seems like this is a potentially a normal occurrence, Elnat is going to hold.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like that.
Can I do a society to see if the law or anything would say
This is
anything
just a
about
normal thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let's see, 18 for society.
Okay. So maybe Karu has seen some addendums to some city bylaws. As you're passing, there's just a number of ordinances and things that have been put up places. And it did say that there should be no bodily injury of other citizens of the court unless it is in the circumstances of a prank.
Okay, now can I roll another society to see if that was considered funny?
No, is that a prank?
Was that at all humorous?
Creature seems to think it was very funny.
And also, it's not necessarily that they caused
Okay.
or they inflicted the bodily harm
It's true. they
on
didn't hurt
the
him.
person. It's just pushed him off of a cliff.
Okay, well,
Goodbye, erect removal.
Yeah, maybe all of us are kind of reacting and maybe have a similar thought. I just want to get the hell out of this place.
yeah, do any of you guys laugh at that? Was that
Nope.
funny to any of y'all characters?
Definitely
No.
not.
I
That
think
could
it's
be telling.
it's
That's
just
bad.
surprising. I think I think we would
Wrong
notice
crowd.
the general reaction of the crowd around us is either
Mhm.
is there anyone else that it's either probably laughter or ambivalence, right? From other people. It's just I don't think that we can probably get into a fight with everyone here. We best be moving on.
Yeah, I'm going to say that the creature makes its way through the crowd towards you guys,
I
and then
Stay
pulls
away
out
from the edge.
these glowing vials of alchemist fire, and starts to like make his way kind of like sneak over towards where you guys.
Karu, what did you say about the
are
laws?
standing
What were the laws there again?
It said
Can't hurt people
roll for
unless it's a
initiative.
prank, right?
And he
That's what it
reaches out
said.
his mind towards the creature.
Oh really? All right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So we will roll for initiative next session.
All right,
All right.
all right, all
So
right.
if I don't get a high initiative on this one, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I almost feel like it should be your society check. Like maybe you do a society check next time. Like recognize this as a prank or something. I mean, do whatever, but like that feels like it could be cool. But all right.
I feel like that's definitely in a show somewhere, right? Where they just like keep physically injuring each other, like to worse and worse, and then
Lots
they're
of
just
shows.
like, prank.
But it's just a
You know?
genre of comedy, I
Yeah,
think.
it's a trope. It's a trope, I guess. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out stream. I banned someone at the end of the stream named Erect Removal 9, and then a bunch of random crap. So they were trying to give us cheap viewers, but fuck you, dude.
We'll
Good night,
sell out.
everyone.
Never.
Not selling out.